Hello everyone, my name is Rage and welcome to WoT Blitz School. Today I have 3 replays. One is from myself. I really wanted to show it to you guys because it was really funny at the end and the teamwork was really nice. I know what happens there. But thank you everyone who's been sending replays and everything on the Discord server. You can find the link in the description below. But for real, thank you for all the support, guys. Thank you for the subscribers, the new people coming in. And I highly advise that you send your replays because I already have enough to make content and I really want to see more players participate. I'm just gonna be using one replay from you guys. Like, what I mean with this is if you submit 3 replays, I'm just gonna be using one just so we can see other people in the same video. And today I don't know, I haven't seen the replays, and that's part of the point. I'm not gonna be, obviously if the replay is mine, I know what happens. But if you guys send a replay, I'll just check like the scoreboard, I'll see what you wrote about it. I'll say like, hey, I got this amazing game with, at the end I struggled, but something like that. And that's everything I'm gonna know about the replay. I'm gonna know the result, but not how it got there. And that's part of the point. We're gonna be like finding out together, we are gonna be experimenting it for the first time, and that's, you know, part of the excitement. But without anything else to say, let's begin with today's lesson. Okay, so here we are with the first replay. This is my replay. I was playing with Sphero, who is a really good friend. He's one of my moderators in the Discord for my Spanish channel and everything. And I really love the guy. He's like really close to me. He's been there from the very start of the channel, so I really trust him, and he's an amazing player, 70%er, and we're gonna be playing with the mouse in Mines. Now, Mines is not exactly the best map for the mouse because there's not a lot of places you can take this big thing there, and this replay actually happened during a live stream on Twitch. If you guys want to check it out, it's Papa Raging in Twitch, so yeah, feel free to check it out. I'll probably start leaving the link in the description below. Now that my streams are in Spanish, so yeah. Here I was actually like just seeing if I could bait the IS-7 into shooting that. He thought he was gonna be able to pen that, but even the lower plate on this tank is really strong if you angle it enough. There we're gonna go with the APCR on the IS-7, and I'm kind of glad that I got here, because now I can keep that IS-7 at bay and everything. Here I'm gonna make a little bit of a mistake. I didn't expect the 183 to be there. He bounces off my lower plate, so I got a little bit lucky there. It was angled enough, I guess, and he was shooting like from above, so maybe that's why it bounced, but that's already a really big bounce. We also take a shot from the IS-7 in the lower plate, but it wasn't that bad, to be completely fair. Now I'm gonna be watching this Sheridan to my left, and he's making a really big mistake. He's just standing there and reloading without even being in cover. So we're gonna be losing the Sheridan. Spoiler alert, we're gonna be losing the Sheridan very fast. Here a really nice shot, a really nice snapshot on the in 100 tracks, but I couldn't save my Sheridan. To be honest, there was nothing I could do for that Sheridan. Here we're gonna be playing against the IS-7. He shoots my cheeks, and I managed to shoot him back, so I guess that's a fair trade. But I got a max roll there, so I guess I won. I won that trade. Here the IS-7 is gonna play really well. I shouldn't have angled my turret like that. That was a mistake on my part. So if you don't have a shot with the mouse, don't show your turret like forward, just so you can avoid damage. There, luckily, we managed to get another shot into the IS-7 and kind of make up for what we got. He bounces there. The A100 is gonna come on me, and he's gonna actually pen again on my cheeks. And this is the real issue with the mouse. The cheeks are really weak. And we managed to get another shot on the A100, but yeah, this is not going amazingly well. There we can see some modeling issues with the ridge line, because you can see through it, but the shot wouldn't go through it. It's like an imaginary field or something. There the 183 is going on the flank, and I'm already at 1122 HP out of 3100. So yeah, I lost a lot of HP. There we are gonna go for the shot on the 183. He actually shoots, probably headshot me. I took over 500 damage and we are already in a really tough position. Luckily we managed to get a shot on the 183. The 183 is now 300 HP. And here we're gonna try to angle against the 100. Here, looking back on it, I made the mistake of going back like this instead of taking cover inside like the ridge line, and we managed to survive with 1 HP. That was probably in hit from the 100, so it's not weird that I survived, because the hit on that tank has 550 alpha if I remember correctly. And luckily the WZ 113 GFT managed to get the last shot on the A100. But here we are, well, we have 1 HP, we cannot go... No, it doesn't matter how much armor I have on the mouse. The 183 is just gonna completely destroy me if he managed to even get close to me. And here I was actually screaming like, take cover, take cover, take cover! I'm already at 5000 damage, so that's really good. We managed to get a shot on the Jag, and he doesn't manage to get a shot on me. What I'm gonna do, the 183 is telling me to fall back, and I completely agree with him. Here I fall back, trying to get maybe the Jag to push or something, so we all have shots on them. Here I was trying to say like, okay, we have to get this guy. Now the pattern is spotted on our flank, and I'm saying like, okay, the 183 has to get him. I was like, okay, get him 183, come on, get him. If we get, okay, the 183 gets him, and that means they don't have mobility. And once you take the enemy mobility away, it can really do a lot of things. There, I go for the track again, so he cannot chase the 113 GFT in time. And I think that was a really, really nice play, like going for the track there. Going for tracks is really important. Svero on his Grilak manages to get the kill shot. And well, that turned out really great. Now we are facing a 183 that has 300 HP. I report to my team, he only has 300 HP. Last time I saw him, he had 303. My WZ 113 GFT falls to the 183, so he's probably still on the back, because the WZ didn't spot him back. So we just have to go for him. Svero is taking his gorilla at full speed. He manages to spot the 183 and he takes the last shot. So I think a really, really, really nice game. 1 HP is all you need, guys, to win a game. We managed to get that shot on the Jag with 1 HP. We actually did almost 1000 damage to the Jag, and we managed to track him while having 1 HP. So having 1 HP can be really, really important. It can make the game. And as long as you are alive, you just don't give up. Keep going and keep trying, and I think that's the point. Even if you make mistakes like I did in this game, you're gonna be able to do really great things if you work with your team at the end. And even with 1 HP, a mouse can really do wonders. Now, this replay, we are gonna be watching No Time to Die from RVG. He's a fairly good player on day 100. So, Dynasty Peril, to be honest, I don't really like it. I think it's too small, and it just doesn't make sense for tier 10. Because let's remember that Lost Temple, I believe it's the name of the map. Lost Temple is now only tier 7 and down because it was too small for tier 10. And I believe it's bigger than this map, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. I really, really don't like this map. At least in tier 10. In lower tiers it becomes like, it makes a little bit more sense. But for example, this C100 is such a big tank, and this map is... the cover you can get on this map is not amazing, especially on such a big tank. Like, people can shoot from one side of the map to another, and there's not a lot of cover. And it's kind of funny because it's a full city, but still there's so many empty places and such. Like here you can see No Time to Die here is going on one side and he's spotting guys on the other side of the map on an E100. So it just kind of proves my point that this map shouldn't be this small. That's a, in my opinion, that's a really big mistake, because he didn't have the need. to go out sideways against the Jag. The Jag luckily wasn't loaded. They're moving well. But in my opinion, another mistake there. He was reloading. No Time to Die was reloading. And instead of angling his turret, he just remained pointing at the E100. And if you know that the E100's armor, that just means you don't have armor on your frontal turret. So that was a mistake. In my opinion, he got lucky because the E100 on the enemy team wasn't really good. There, a really nice shot on the IS-7. That was a good push. And that was obviously also good awareness, because he realized he had a quick shot on the IS-7. The IS-7 doesn't go for it, but now he has to help his E5. The Jag Panzer on the enemy team is down, and there, another shot that got really lucky. That shot went, I believe, into the lower plate on the E50, and it was poorly aimed. He should have shot on the side. There, again, not angling the turret means the E100 on the enemy team can just penetrate that. But yeah, the shot went on the lower plate on the E50. If it went on the upper plate, it probably would have bounced, because by the time it hit the E50, it was really the front armor was angled enough to bounce an AP from the E100. There, here's some extra angling, doing better. There, the IS-7 on the enemy team shot well. That wasn't like an angling mistake. And here he's gonna go for hit. That's a good choice. And here again, good angling on the turret, hiding his lower plate. That's what I like to see. At the beginning, he got lucky. He didn't get penetrated by the Jag and by the E100 on the enemy team. But there, the angling was really good. And another good shot on the IS-7. The IS-7 is trying to go for the shot, but he's probably gonna shoot the E5 on the back, because the E5 is really low on HP. And actually, the IS-7 tries to go for No Time to Die and bounces the shot. Another good shot on the IS-7. There, a little bit of luck. It wasn't fully aimed, but it didn't need to be fully aimed. And now we are fighting a 3 versus 3. But yeah, the WT on No Time to Die side and the E5 fall down almost at the same time. And now he's contesting, No Time to Die is contesting a Kolovanov. But he's fighting a full HP IS-7. That's not good. However, let's see how good this IS-7 is, because having really good games is obviously a matter of skill, but it's also a matter of luck. It's not the same fighting a Unicom on a 1v1 than fighting a really bad player. And that can really make up a really big game. Here the IS-7 already missed once, he took a shot for it, and No Time to Die is doing a really good job. There he gets a shot on the side, he bounces the shot from the IS-7 by angling correctly. Here another, I really like that dance. That dance on the E100 is really good, but because if they are aiming at your lower plate and you dance like that, you're gonna have really good times. They are gonna shoot your tracks, they are not gonna penetrate the tank like the IS-7 did here, like the WT did before, and everything. Now, No Time to Die is gambling. He's gonna go for the WT. The WT doesn't manage to get a shot, so we are facing now an IS-7. The IS-7 can 3-shot. The E100, well, another bounce. This time, again, angling correctly and dancing enough so the IS-7 doesn't know what to do. They're using the enemy, well, the dead IS-7 to correctly, so the IS-7, the enemy IS-7 cannot get on the side, because that would be really painful for an E100. Here, again, angling correctly, and the IS-7 just was completely outplayed. He was, he just wasn't a good enough player to fight No Time to Die. Here, a steel wall. We get steel wall, we get Kolovanovs, we get scout, we get high caliber, we get top gun, we get everything. So a really good game, 1711 experience. In my opinion, this game was really good. There were some mistakes that, luckily enough, because like I said, luck is an important factor in this game. Luckily enough, the enemy team didn't profit on those mistakes. And if the E100 on the enemy team at the beginning shot the turret, no time to die turret with hit instead of missing. Even if he was moving, the movement of the 100 is not amazing. And the Jack Panzer shot him as well. This game would have been a loss. So 2 mistakes that the enemy didn't profit on, luckily enough, and that led to an amazing big game. 7,464 damage dealt, 4 enemies destroyed, 1,711 base XP. That's just an amazing game, and congratulations, No Time to Die. Thank you for sending the replay. Alright, now in this lesson, in this replay, we're gonna be watching WoW 278 from the Asia server. And he actually told me this is a Hall of Fame game on the T62A from the Asia server. He told me it's not the most amazing game or anything, it's just a really good farming game. And farming, for those who don't know, it's pretty much taking the role of dealing damage while someone else fights, so you can deal that damage. The T62A is a really good farming tank because it has an amazing gun. In my opinion, it's the best gun at tier 10 and probably in the game. It's amazing for moving, like shooting on the move. The aiming time is non-existent. It has amazing dispersion, the same as the Leo 1, for example, or the Gorilla 15 or the E50M. So up there with the best, most accurate tanks. And it's just great. The only, it has also really good DPM. The only downside is the alpha. It has really small alpha, and you're gonna be having to do this a lot. Like, come out and shoot, come out and shoot, come out and shoot. Because, well, you have to make that DPM worthwhile. But yeah, we're already fighting here on the flank. We have support from the enemy, from the ally team. But the Sheridan on the back, and you can see the enemy just has the bridge, so they are gonna be pushing. They're a good weight, but the shot was a little bit above what I would call a good shot. There, the shot goes to the turret because of that, and it bounces. Because the mouse has an amazing freaking turret. Even the side armor of the turret is really good, especially against low penetration tanks like medium tanks. So the mouse is now gonna be paying attention here. And here WoW Gunner goes down, so he doesn't manage to get the shot on the mouse on time. The aiming time there just messes up and everything. So yeah, it's a good thing that WoW here is taking care of clearing the flank, because it's kind of obvious that the enemy team, at least the heavy tanks on the enemy team, have control over the left flank. So here we are gonna be watching what WoW does. Here, wow, that was a really nice shot, and it went straight through the cheeks apparently of the T62A. You can see what the Hori penetration can do. Like, it's really amazing. It can really go through almost any armor without any issues. You don't really use a lot of premium ammunition on the Hori. Here a really good play using the gun depression. There, that was a fairly poor shot. He was still aiming at the superstructure even though he had the sight. And here he's gonna go up again using premium ammunition, but the Hori is angling pretty well there. And in time, another shot on the T57. The mouse is still full HP. We're at 3,000 damage, and things are not going great. There finally the T62A turret armor gets a bounce, so it's something that was really needed. Luckily enough, the Kampfpanzer 70 gets the kill shot on the Hori, and now we are gonna be watching WoW try to do a circle of death, but there a bounce. Luckily, that bounce was all he needed to survive the T57 clip, and that's the clip. We are using adrenaline. That's a good time to use adrenaline. Here the Kampfpanzer is actually gonna bounce. So here another really good try there with the high explosive. Obviously the high explosive on this tank is not exactly the best. And here he aims carefully, because that way he can just kill the guy in one shot. So a really good play there by WoW, looking to I think he actually like made the sum in his head and said, okay, I can kill this guy with AP in 2 shots, but I have to be really lucky. Or I can kill this guy in 2 shots with high explosive, and I don't even have to be lucky at all. So I think that was a really, really good choice. Now, the problem is the mouse is almost freaking full HP. So we are gonna be watching what he does. Let's see what WoW does. This is a really, really good situation to bring distance into the game. Again, the gun from the T62A is amazing. He's completely hold down here, making sure the mouse cannot easily pen him, and the mouse is now gonna be pushing. He's also like using his better camouflage rating, better view range to control the situation. Now the mouse is pushing the Kampfpanzer. We're already at 6,400 damage dealt. Here the mouse is just focusing on the Kampfpanzer. The Kampfpanzer actually manages to get the bounce. So the mouse actually loses his... Okay, this is really nice. The mouse actually loses his gunner. So he's gonna be struggling with that aiming time and such. But here you can see how good is the armor of the mouse when it comes to like angling the turret. And we can also see how good is the gun from the T62A. But that's a really hard pen. In this situation, it's really hard to pen the mouse. Another really nice shot with an amazing gun. And we are gonna see how WoW finishes this up. He bounces the mouse. He only has 2 hit remaining and 7 APCR, so not amazing. But again, the gun from the T62A is just amazing. Excellent way to play this game. Almost 8,000 damage with 1,600 bounce, which is really good for a medium tank. And yeah, just an amazing game. 7,920 damage, 1,764 base XP, just completely carrying that team. Wow, with an amazing display of what this gun can do. Like I said, guys, if you haven't played the T62A, it's just the best gun in the game, in my personal opinion. It beats the Leo gun because of the aiming time. Obviously the Leo gun has better alpha and better DPM nowadays, but just the aiming time is just amazing, and it's just a really good gun. In my opinion, maybe it's not the best, but when it comes to this kind of medium tanks, like brawling medium tanks, the T62A gun is just the best you can have. The Leo one is better for like medium to long range. Because of the aiming time, you can take longer, you can be more, stationary. And the Gorilla's gun obviously is really good at long ranges, and because of the alpha is really good. But this gun for a brawling medium tank is just freaking magical. It can really, really do work, and we saw it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, thank you for the support. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you liked it, and so yeah, we're gonna be making these kind of videos maybe 2 times a week, maybe 3, depending on how you guys like it. And be sure to share the channel, because I think the quality is gonna be really good. I really worry about my quality. I actually didn't like the first video audio quality. I think my voice was way too high. I think this one should be better. But let me know what you think about the quality. Let me know what I can do to improve. And without anything else to say, I hope you guys had an amazing time. I'll see you on the next class.